harvest.
Welcome, Africa, to the latest news from across the continent and the world. This is Imane Nouad. Leaders from across the continent are gathered today in Malabo for the 7th coordinated meeting between the African Union, regional communities and mechanism. Chaired by Angolan President João Lourenço, this summit aims to boost continental integration and harmonize Africa's development policies. Sahrawi President Brahim Ghali issued a strong appeal to the United Nations urging to fulfill its decolonization obligations and enable the Sahrawi people to exercise their right to self-determination. He condemns Morocco's repression, resource exploitation and media restrictions in the region. Multiple human rights groups and media voices from Spain, Norway and Netherlands have condemned Morocco's repression in Western Sahara, particularly in expulsion of the journalists and exploitation of natural resources without the Sahrawi consent. Mali's military leader enacted a new law extending his rule until 2030. This move, following two coups in 2020 and 2021, contradicts earlier promises to return to power to civilians by March 2024 and further tightens the restrictions on civil liberties. In a major counter-terrorism move, Nigerian authorities have sentenced 44 individuals for financing Boko Haram operations. The verdicts are announced by the National Counter-Terrorism Center in Abuja. Prime Minister Felix Mulua announces a postponement of local elections in Central African Republic. Originally scheduled for August, they will now be merged with legislative and presidential polls in December. President Umaro Sissoco Embalo of Guinea-Bissau praised China as a sincere and pragmatic partner. He reaffirmed his country's sovereignty and non-alignment, asserting that no one can dictate our cooperation choices. Ethiopia's finance ministry is working on enabling trade in non-dollar currencies with agreements already signed with several countries. The move aims to diversify trade, reduce dependency on the US dollar, and strengthen foreign market access. The African Development Bank calls on Tunisia to better manage its national capital, highlighting the need for transparency in resource governance. The report emphasizes reforms in the extractive industries and enhanced financial oversight. UNESCO removes Madagascar's eastern rainforest from its endangered list, commending the country's significant conservation efforts. The announcement was made by Madagascar's Environment Ministry in Antananarivo. Algeria's Tourism Minister Houria Mdahi inaugurated the 24th International Tourism and Travel Expo in Algiers. Running until July 15, the city's event promotes Algeria's destinations, especially Saharan tourism, under the theme Travel into the Heart of Africa. Assad Joseph, a representative on a Tanzanian travel agency, shares more insights. Let's hear it out.
In Tanzania, we have many tourism opportunities. We are inviting Algerians to come to Tanzania for tourism purpose, but again to invest in tourism facility accommodation, tourism operations. They can do also in Tanzania. Welcome Algeria to Tanzania. We are very happy to be in Algeria. People of Algeria, they are very generous. It's good country, so we're inviting them to Tanzania. Welcome Algeria to Tanzania.
At the Dar es Salaam International Trade Fair, Tourism Minister Pindi Chana reveals Tanzania's goal to attract 8 million tourists by 2030, with the eco-tourism destinations like Ngurunguru central to the strategy. And that concludes today's Harvest. Thank you for your attentive listening. Don't go too far and join Rania Ait Qasi at the main French news around 6:45 p.m. Keep enjoying today's program with Ifriqiya FM, the voice of Africa.